Hi guys, I am Victoria and today you are coming along with me while I knit the Esther jacket by PetiteKnit. This is, at the moment I'm recording this video, a really new pattern. I think she released it like last week, and when I saw it I really fell in love with it because I was really looking for a rounded neck cardigan and I really like the texture pattern this cardigan has. So I decided to go for it. I have already knit another pattern from PetiteKnit, the English sweater, and I really loved the experience. I think it was like the best written pattern I have ever worked with, and that's why I decided to go for this one. I am going to be knitting this cardigan with some cashmere. I will help the strands together because this cashmere is really thin. I have no idea what brand is this. I got it in Argentina. It didn't have any kind of labels, so it's going to be one of a kind. I have already started working on this. I did start like doing the gauge swatches while I was watching the Bahrain Grand Prix. So if you are an F1 girly, I'm an F1 girly too. Please give me a follow. But continue with this. I did two swatches. The first one I did with 5mm needles, which are the recommended by PetiteKnit, but it came out a little bit too big, so I did it again with 4.5 and it met gauge. I think it's like just like, I don't know, maybe half millimeter bigger, but I don't care about it. I like how it looks because previously I have tried working with this yarn and just some plain stockinette, but I didn't like how the fabric looked. But this time I really like how it looks. So I'm going to continue with this pattern, working with two strands together and 4.5mm needles. I have already started with this. I started only in the back stroke, but for what I can tell, this is not going to be a hard pattern to make. You do have to pay attention because you have a texture pattern to achieve, but it's not hard. I think maybe the first and the second row are the harder because you have to set up the texture pattern, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to follow. You kind of realize what you have to do and you don't have to be constantly checking the charts because it has charts, but they are pretty clear, I can say. And another thing that I really like about PetiteKnit patterns is that they have a lot of explanations, even for things like which are a little bit more basic, like make one right and make one left from the right side and from the wrong side. I know those are pretty basic techniques, but sometimes I need a refresher because I know how to do the stitch, but I always mess up with like how to do it from back and how to do it from the front, and I end up having to look for YouTube videos. But I really like having the written instructions. I didn't mention, but I am going to knit an L. My English sweater, it was knit on the XL size, which was like the one recommended for my measurements, but it's a little bit too much oversized for my personal taste, so I decided to size down with this one because this cardigan has a round of 24 centimeters of positive ease, and I don't know, I think it will be like a little bit too much for me, so I sized down to an L size, But just if you want to know, this cardigan I mean, it's made for sizes from XXS to 5XL, which are meant to fit this bust circumferences from 75 to 150 centimeters, and the 150 centimeters will include the 24 centimeters of positive ease. So if you don't like things like being that oversized, maybe you can fit even a larger size. So that's something to consider. I think this will look great, and I'm excited for you to join me alongside this journey. I will keep you updated when I do more things. Maybe when I finish the back choke, I will let you know. So I was taking a shower when I suddenly realized that I said that I was going to make a vlog about the making of the cardigan, and I completely forgot about it. The great thing is that I haven't been working on the cardigan that much. I finished working on the increases of the yoke, and now I just need to knit some straight rows, following of course the design, until I have to make increases again for the armholes. The only thing that has me worried is this portion where I have the increases. I don't know if you notice, but it's a little bit tight over here. But I hope once I vlog this will stretch and we will forget about it. I'm pretty happy with how the design is looking with this yarn. It's really popping off, so that it makes me happy. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the design. Now that I have knitted more rows, I am really engaged. I haven't get bored yet. I already know from memory how to work the design, so that's great because I don't have to be checking the graphs each row. But it's super engaging because each row is different, so you have to pay attention. And I have realized that that's the kind of knitting that I like doing. Doing plain stockinette for 50 rows, it's the worst thing in the world for me. So I think I need to stick with projects that have variety each row. The other day I heard on a knitting podcast, I don't remember the name of the girl, but she mentioned that she really likes working with colors. She does a lot of color works, and she doesn't like doing stockinette projects, but somebody suggested to her that she should do like cable work, and that will be just as engaging. And I think that's totally right. I know this is not cable work, but each row is different from the one before, and you have to be paying attention. And each row you finish, you just feel like the dopamine pumping in your head, because you're like, yes, I finished this, now let's start the following one, which is going to be different. I think it's great. That's making this project really engaging. I think that from now on, when I work in something, I should consider projects which are a little bit more challenging on terms of the pattern, because just doing plain stockinettes doesn't seem to be my favorite thing. I think these kind of patterns are the best ones. I've been seeing that the cameras do like jumping. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because of the lightning. We are not in the best situation right now. It's raining, super gray outside. The lighting situation in my bedroom, not the best. I have this lamp on, but I haven't turned on those lamps because they're too bright and you wouldn't be able to see me. So we are not working with a lot of lightning right now, but let's hope once I update you again, I have more light. Can you hear the rain? It hasn't stopped raining in the past 2 hours. It's crazy. It's pouring right now, and my garden seems like a pool. Who cares? We are not talking about the weather right now. We should be talking about the cardigan. And I was reading through the instructions right now because I had just skimmed through them before, and I realized this doesn't have any shaping, and I'm confused. Like, I have never knit something without shaping, which I don't know how I feel about that, but let's hope this turns out okay. And maybe the shaping is like somewhere implicit here, and I didn't notice that. But I don't know how I feel about things without shaping. It's the next day. We are still with a stormy weather. Right now there is a little bit more of sun, but I realized that I am stupid. Yesterday when I was doing the increases for the armholes, I was like, this does look like it has a shaped back. And so I decided to come and read the pattern again. And if you check like the second sentence in the whole pattern, which I highlighted, it says, first, the backstroke is worked back and forth and shaped with increases. So it seems like the video I recorded yesterday just proves that I don't know how to read. I could go on and delete it, but no, you guys deserve to see how stupid I am. That should be a lesson that I should actually read the pattern in a deep way and not just skim through it, because then I talk things that don't make sense. Right now I'm just working on the increases from the armholes, and then I will stop, leave these stitches on hold, and start picking up the stitches to the shoulders. So hey, I have just finished working on the left front panel. I put this with the back on a longer cord because I have to put these stitches on hold, and I just decided to try it on to see if the armhole size was okay, and I think it's looking alright. I'm worried about the neck right now. I don't know if it is too small or not. Let's hope not. But afterwards I will block this, so I think it probably will stretch out a little bit. And also, of course, this is just half of the cardigan, so it's not the best way to try it on. But you know, my anxiety won, and I wanted to try it on. But once I finish the second panel, I will put everything on a really long cord, and I will try to try it as this like a short bolero without sleeves. But anyways, that's everything I wanted to say. Yay! So I just finished working on the left side panel, and I joined everything together. This is my first time trying on the cardigan, and I'm really excited because it fits me. I was worried because I decided to go down a size, but I like how this is fitting me, so I'm happy with my decision. Also, this is looking beautiful. I did so many mistakes while working on the left panel, which I think is ridiculous because I had work on the right side one first, and I did it super quickly. I did not make any mistakes, but on the second one I had to throw it like 3 times because there was no way I could correct this. This cashmere doesn't like to do corrections. If you try to correct something from some rows back, it doesn't look pretty, so I had to throw it and start all over again 3 times. I mean, not all over again, but I had to repeat, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 rows again, because I made a mistake and it took me some rows to realize about it. But anyways, I am extremely happy about how this looks. The another thing, this confirms that the back does have a shaping, which, you know, I was worried about, so I'm happy. I just remember, I think that on the left side panel, of course, the one which has all the mistakes, in some rows these have diamonds, have like 1 stitch more, because I did started working on them before I should, but I don't think you can notice that because these are on the border and it's just like 1 stitch more, so we will ignore that and keep working on these. Oh my god. Well guys, I'm going to sleep. The race was so good. I couldn't knit almost anything. I was able to work only on 3 rows. But the race was so good, I couldn't pay attention to this pattern. But oh my god. Well guys, I'm going to sleep. I will keep you posted. So just finished the Italian bind off and I wanted to show you quickly how it's looking. It's a little bit tight on the hips and I'm worried about it, but let's hope that with the blocking and with the bottom band it will grow a little bit. I will continue working on the bottom band because when I did my cardigan, the condom cardigan by Lily Kate Makes, she suggested working on the bottom band first and afterwards the sleeves, because the bottom band makes the cardigan fit a lot better and that way you will be able to measure your sleeves in a better way, so they will fit you better regarding the length. So that's what I'm going to do. So I will not continue the pattern as PetiteKnit has written it because it's with the sleeves, and I'm just going to go with the bottom band, but let's hope it's not hard. I saw that it's like a simple bottom band, it's not double, so that's nice. And also this is warm, like I just tried it on and I'm already hot, so it's going to be pretty nice for the winter. So a lot of things happened since the last time I talked to you guys. I went to Montevideo and then to my aunt's house, so I had a lot of free time in my hands and I knit a lot. I didn't film myself there because I'm still a little bit embarrassed of like filming myself and talking in English to my camera, and if somebody was there watching me and asking me questions, I wouldn't feel that comfortable. So I spent all my free time knitting and I did a lot. I worked on the bottom band and the neck band. It's finished. And then I started working on the sleeve, in one of the sleeves, and it's looking really nice. The bottom band was super easy to make. I must say that the only other bottom band that I had done, it was a double knitted bottom band, and I spent like a week knitting that. So as I spent like, I don't know, 1 day working on this, less than 1 day because I didn't work on this like 24/7. I thought that this was super quick, and well, also I must say that as this is finished with some Italian bind off, I have improved on that. Like I felt like I did this so quickly. Like some time ago, whenever I try to do an Italian bind off, I will have spent like hours on it because it was so hard for me. But now it seems like I have improved a lot, and I'm really happy about how this fits. I also bought some buttons to put buttons. I forgot how to say that word, sorry. Because I felt like I'm saying bottoms, which is not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say buttons. I hope you understand the difference. I bought some buttons for this cardigan and I realized that I don't have them with me, so wait a minute. I'm just going to go and look for them. They were way closer than I thought. So let me show you the buttons I got. They are the exact shade of gray as the cardigan, and they have this little golden border. And I think they are super cute. I don't know how to make this camera focus on this, but you can see how they look. They are super pretty. So I was looking for some buttons with pearls, but I couldn't find ones that I really like because the ones that I found look quite tacky, but these, I like them. So I'm happy, and I think that they will look pretty cute with this cardigan. So I'll continue working on the sleeve and then I will come back to you again, probably when I finish both of them, so I can do a final try on. But if I have an issue in the middle, I will tell you about it. I finished the cardigan. I finished the cardigan without any major issues, which is exciting. I have to, within the ends, unblock the cardigan, so that's why the sleeves are a little bit short right now. But usually when I knit something, the sleeves end up being a little bit too long for my taste. I like my sleeves just here at my wrist, so I decided to knit them a little bit shorter, and then once I block this, they will grow a little bit, I hope. So yeah, that's the reason why the sleeves are a little bit too short. I'm going to take this off because it's really hot. The yarn, how the fabric came out, is really hot, and I will leave some videos of me wearing the cardigan and how it looks right now before blocking. The sleeves are a little bit shorter than what the pattern asked for. You were instructed to do 6 decreases and I only did 5 decreases and then just 2 normal rows. And when I got into the cuff, I realized that this was a little bit too wide for my taste. I like my cuffs to be tight, so I did 3 additional decreases in the cuff. They are not the nicest decreases in the world, but I am not really good with decreases. I need to figure out how to work them better. But anyways, this is how the decreases look here. I did 3 decreases and in total there were 17 rows of ribbing. Something that really caught my attention, and that was something totally new for me, were the decreases that you are instructed to do in the arms. They were done alongside this line and they were called central double decreases, and it was an interesting and different way to do a decrease. You will like slip 2 stitches into your needle, then knit one, and then slip those 2 stitches over the stitch you just knit. And it was a really interesting way to decrease, and that way you were able to maintain this line. You can see that in some places it's a little bit wonky, and these were the places where the central decreases were done, and maybe because it was my first time doing them, that's why It looks a little bit wonky, but I hope it will block out once this is all dry. So I'm really excited. This is looking really nice. It's better than what I expected. I'm not sure if it was because I was bored of this project or what, but at the end I started to think that this looked quite ugly. But now I tried it on, I realized it doesn't look ugly as I thought. It looks like a really nice and basic cardigan. So I'm excited because this fabric, as I mentioned before, it's really warm, so I think I will be able to wear it even in winter. Right now we are in fall and I wore this for some minutes and it was too hot for me. So I think it will be a great piece for winter and it will look very cute. Also, my mom told me that she really loves it, and as we live together, I hope she will be able to wear it. So we'll meet again once this is all blocked and all the ends are weaving, and I will do like a fashion show. I hope you all are as chronically online as me, so you could understand that magnificent reveal that I just did. And if you didn't, I hope you didn't think it was too weird, but it was my way of showing you that the cardigan is done. I'm really happy with the result. I love how the buttons look. The size of the cardigan is perfect. You know, I was a little bit worried if it was going to be too small, but it fits me perfectly, not too tight, not too big. The sleeves look a little bit short, but I don't mind that because I think that with the use they will stretch, and if not, I will just knit a little bit more of the weaving. But for now, I'm okay. And the other thing I was worried, you remember, it was this line, the one that has the central double decreases. But with the blocking, the bumps that it had disappeared, so that's great, and I'm happy about it. I don't know what else to say, so we should say thank you guys for sticking with me to the end. If you like it, please give me a like. If you like this cardigan and you would like to knit it, or you have already knitted, please let me know in the comments down below. If you want, you can subscribe to my channel, or you can follow me on Instagram, where I am as Victoria.zip. And yeah, that was everything. Thank you for sticking with me till the end. See you in the next one. Adios!